Well, this morning we're jump-starting your morning with the Chicago 9/11 Day Meal Pack event in Union Station.
1,800 volunteers are packing 500,000 meals for the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
And our Lauren Victory is there and has a look at the event, reflecting on the spirit of unity Americans everywhere engaged in after the attacks on our country 24 years ago. Lauren, every year this is such a big undertaking there.
Yeah, Adrina and Jackie, this is the 6th year for this gigantic event. As you can see, it hasn't quite started yet. It'll start at 9 a.m. 500,000 meals will be packed before the day's end with, like you said, almost 2,000 volunteers. Now, I do have Jacob Jenkins here from the Illinois Department of Human Services, who is integral in this whole effort. Describe to me the commission that you serve on and its role in this event.
Yeah, so I'm with the Serve Illinois Commission on Volunteerism and Community Service. We are the recruitment partner, so we have been recruiting support staff for this event. Yesterday was our setup day, 9/10. We had UIC women's basketball, we had Chicago State women's basketball, and we had Aurora men's soccer team. And many of those partners have joined us, sometimes 3 and 4 years. So we're really excited. We're pumped up, fired up, and ready to go. We're ready to remember the good, and in doing that, we carry out the express wishes of the families who put this whole thing together.
And it's interesting that it's not just the volunteers that'll be packing the food. Like you said, it's the ones that prep for it. I'm sure it's the ones that get to clean up.
Yes.
And so the folks that we're going to be seeing here in a little bit, I heard that a lot of them are coming from corporations. But where did you get these volunteers?
So our corporate partners, you know, they kind of have this as their day of doing good. So they bring in their folks from their BRGs and their ERGs, and they fill up all of these tables. We'll have 2,000 of those volunteers. But we also have another 300 support staff who will be doing the lifting, the running, the yelling, and everything else to make this event a success.
Well, we're so excited to see that action, and we will check back in with you guys in just a little bit and get some more information about this wonderful, huge event. Back to you in the newsroom.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much.
And this morning we are jump-starting your morning with Chicago 9/11 Day Meal Pack event at Union Station. It features 1,800 local volunteers coming together to pack 500,000 meals for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Our Lauren Victory has a look at this event that reflects, Lauren, they hope, on Americans everywhere engaging in service. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning, Adrina. The theme of today is Remember the Good. And before we get to the frenzy of people packing, which starts in about an hour and a half, the actual food, the ingredients needed to get here. Can you believe, I've been told, there are 29,000 pounds of oatmeal alone that is here. It is in these pallets. And here to tell us a little bit more about how these ingredients got here and the numbers is Polly Hupfeld from Meals of Hope. So Polly, we have oatmeal here. We also have, can we peek over here behind this sign? There's the oatmeal. How much sugar?
Sugar's about 10,000 pounds of sugar was brought in. And then we have our dehydrated apples, about 1,500 pounds of those. And then the cinnamon with the 21 vitamins and minerals packed in, another 1,500 pounds of those. So altogether, we're going to pack 500,000 meals today.
And if you hadn't guessed, based on the ingredients, we're making apple cinnamon oatmeal today. How many meals can you get out of one bag that people are packing?
There are 6 meals in a bag. So we hope that when that bag goes home, everybody at home gets something to eat.
And you showed me a number before, 83,000. What was that number?
That was the number of bags we'll package today, bags of food.
And we're talking about 1,800 volunteers. They're here in shifts all day long. What's the trickiest part of getting all these ingredients here?
The trickiest part is just getting them in the building. So that we offload out in the street, and then we use forklifts down to the doors and walk it up into the building in the middle of the night, because we don't want to be in the passengers' ways here. So we do everything in the middle of the night.
Well, see, it takes truly a village to make this happen. The volunteers beforehand, getting the ingredients out, getting these tables set. The volunteers will be packing, will be here in about an hour and a half. And then I'm sure you got to clean up at the end of the day.
Correct. Yep. And we should be cleaned up within a couple hours by the time we're done. It goes real fast. Cleanup's faster than setup.
This has happened 6 years now, so I think you guys kind of have it down to a process. Awesome. Okay, we'll send it back to you guys in the newsroom and be checking in here in just a little bit to see a little bit more about what this event is all about. Back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you.
Well, we are jump-starting your morning with the Chicago 9/11 Day Meal Pack event at Union Station. So that features 1,800 volunteers packing 500,000 meals for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So let's bring in, you know what, I do not have your name with us. So can you tell me your name real quick before we get started?
Yes, this is Cameron Matson. I'm the communications manager with the Greater Chicago Food Depository and thrilled to be here and with you this morning.
Cameron, thank you so much. With the Greater Chicago Food Depository, I mean, what does it mean to you guys to have so many people who've come out today on 9/11 and really turn this day into this day of service?
It means everything. I mean, those of us who have memories of 9/11 and remember what a shocking and horrifying day it was, how inspiring is it that there's going to be 1,800 volunteers here today making a difference and turning this into a day that is something that's positive, that's giving back, and it's meaningful to us at the Greater Chicago Food Depository because food insecurity is really high right now. At the current time, 1 in 5 households is experiencing food insecurity, and when we talk about households with children, it's 1 in 4, and we're not okay with that. We can do better, and so it's a big problem, and it's going to take all of us working together, and today goes a long way to helping make a difference.
I know this event has been happening for the last 6 years. Who are the folks who we're seeing in this video right now that have stepped up today to serve in this way?
Yeah, aren't they great? All these volunteers that are out here at Union Station in the Great Hall, a lot of corporate volunteers, a lot of people who have taken a day off. One of my coworkers is here. She took paid time off today to come out and volunteer. It's people who want to make a difference, and we're just so grateful. There's a lot of good partners and just people who are really wanting to turn this day around and make it something positive and honor the memory of the people who we lost that day and turn it into something good.
What does it do for your spirit personally to see everyone come out and serve?
It's so inspiring. I wish you could feel the energy in the room right now, that all these people milling around, and as more and more people are showing up. The first shift starts in about 10 minutes. And I know these, from being here at years past, this room is going to be buzzing with activity of people just chatting with one another and doing something good with strangers, with coworkers, with friends, all just to make a difference for their neighbors. And we at the Greater Chicago Food Depository, we believe that food is a basic human right, and we are so grateful for all of these people who are helping us fulfill our mission to help end hunger.
Well, we thank you for your time this morning, and thank you for bringing this incredible event every 9/11 to us. We really, really appreciate it. I was out there last year, so I can attest to the energy and the spirit in the room.
Yeah, it's such a great event, and we're just so grateful to be a part of it and to be the beneficiaries, that all the food packed here today is going to come to us. I've been at some of our pantries. I've seen people taking it into their carts, taking it home, and knowing that that's going to be a meal on somebody's table. And that's what's happening here today, and that's what is really lovely about this day.
100%. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome back. Hundreds of volunteers are giving back today as part of a day of service to mark 9/11. They're spending the day packing thousands of meals for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. This is all happening at Union Station this morning, and volunteer Kate Kenny is joining us live now. Kate, good morning to you. Can you just start by telling us the atmosphere in the room right now as hundreds of people are packing these meals?
It is very exciting. There's a lot of energy. Yeah.
Yes. Kate, I know that a lot of the volunteers, like yourself, are volunteering through the companies they work for. Yours in particular has a special connection to the attacks on September 11th, 2001. Can you tell us what company you work for and what that connection is?
Yes, so I work for Marsh, which is part of Marsh McLennan. Marsh McLennan lost over 350 colleagues and friends during the attacks on 9/11 in our New York offices. So we, around the country, do a day of service just to remember those colleagues and people that we lost.
It is sort of hard to believe that it has been 24 years since 9/11. I'm wondering what you feel about folks being able to the entire day out there packing these meals for people in need in our community?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think it's the least that we can do to remember such a tragic day, and it really brings us together. So we're here today with not only our colleagues and our friends, but our carrier partners and our clients that we work closely with, just to, remember what's really important and remember that tragic day and, be together.
Kate Kenny, volunteer serving on this day of service today at Union Station. Thank you so much. Packing a lot of meals, 500,000 meals to be exact, for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Kate, thank you.
Thank you.
And Laura, I'll say that I was out there last year for that event, and the energy in the room, they have this moment of silence before they start packing, and it's just this moment to remember what happened, to honor the survivors and the victims, but then also just put it into this collective moment of giving back. So it really is, it's a powerful place to be in, and I think it's amazing that they continue to do this each and every year.
Give back and treat others and help one another.
Exactly.
And that's what community is all about.
It feels good. I mean, it turns this really solemn day in American history into something that we can kind of galvanize and feel better about our community.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.